Okay, this is going to be a heat test on the carbon foam, on the 50-50 mix of carbon foam and refractory cement. And the test didn't turn out too brittle, too much refractory cement. But we're going to do a heat test, see how well it stands up, whether it's going to fracture. We'll measure the temperature after we heat this up. So it takes in the heat, alright. This may even cure it, I don't know. And we're going to give it a good shot. I took my temperature gauge home, I don't have it here. Let's put some of the water on there too. Feels like broken cement. Okay. This is charcoal. It will already be smoking. Still absorbing heat. You can see it turning more orange. So we're just going to go to the orange point on this. Still absorbing heat. Good sign. I have the carbon foam that I showed in the last test. It's in the oven with the temperature set at 150 degrees for an hour. Okay, it's reaching maximum saturation, I think. It's almost like a glowing coal. A little bit of gasification coming off. A little bit gray on top. Okay, the color went out, so it's turning back to the gray color. So we're just going to flip it. Do the heat test. Fairly warm. Much hotter, but still transferring heat, and that's because of the refractory cement. It does absorb more heat than the carbon foam, or transmit heat. But anyway, we're gathering the data, and that's what's important. We haven't put the other piece in the oven yet. So we'll just do a light heat test. Might be a little bit extreme for it at this point, but I'll tell you what, I don't want to wreck it. I had to dig it out of the crucible. Okay, we just pat this down. Let's see what happens here. So this is 2 caps of carbon foam and 1 cap of refractory cement. So the test piece is still retaining the carbon foam color. Not as orange as the last test piece. You know that carbon foam by itself, it already would have been orange glow. Let's try that. Well, it's turning into an orange glow here. Okay, I'm further away, too close, too much reaction. Further away, it absorbs the heat a little better. So we know that's hot. It's only 3/16 of an inch thick, if that. Okay, we know that that is hot. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna have to get my glove. A little bit of smell coming off it. So our tuna can is warm. What we're gonna do is, I want to feel the underside. I'm just kind of curious. That's still warm underneath, but that could be because of the transference from the heat from the can itself. Okay, let's take an observation of this. Where's my probe? A little bit of white discoloration. Crunchy. I'm just going to leave it at that. No sense making this if it's going to fall apart. So we want to sample. Want to bond it to where it's still going to hold its shape, right? So you can make up a big bucket. You can pour it into a double liner like I showed you. And it should have, well, we know it already has some amazing properties. This is Joshua Taylor, Donnelly Taylor, coming to you with upgrade on this, trying to take carbon foam powder and make it into a rigid insulation for both thermal and refrigeration. Going to end it here.